Well, it just wouldn't be a holiday here in the United States without Donald Trump getting on social media and ranting and raving like a lunatic about all of the things he hates. He recently, obviously, did it on Father's Day. He previously had done it on Memorial Day. He usually does it on Easter. And of course, this past Christmas, he told all of the prosecutors and judges going after him that they can, quote, rot in hell. So yes, Donald Trump loves to take the opportunity to use a holiday to air all of his personal grievances, and this past Thursday, Independence Day, was no exception. Donald Trump fired off multiple different posts on Truth Social, letting the world know what an angry, bitter, and whiny little baby he really is. Here's the first big one. Donald Trump said, quote, Happy 4th of July to all, including to our highly incapable president, who uses prosecutors to go after his political opponent who choked like a dog during the debate, but tried to pretend it was international travel, only 12 days rest, and when the gig was up, he blamed it on a cold. Therefore, why would anyone say he's cognitively challenged? Also, respects to our potentially new Democrat challenger, Laughin' Kamala Harris. She did poorly in the Democrat nominating process, starting out at number 2 and ending up defeated and dropping out, even before getting to Iowa. But that doesn't mean she's not a highly talented politician. Just ask her mentor, the great Willie Brown of San Francisco. Someone else that I have to compliment is a deranged Biden prosecutor named Jack Smith, who has become a legend in his own mind for all of those cases he has lost. The corrupt prosecutors are working hard for Crooked Joe, but it will never be enough. Make America great again. All right, choked like a dog. Like, that's not even an expression. Like, he choked like a dog. Dogs aren't necessarily just known for choking, right? That's not a... I mean, it sounds like you may have a problem with your dog, but okay. Obviously, he is ramping up his attacks, on Vice President Kamala Harris because of all the talk of President Biden possibly being forced out of the nomination and Kamala Harris taking his place. But it didn't stop there. Even though he went after Biden, Harris, and Jack Smith in the first post, he then, apparently a little later in the day, got a little bit angry at ABC News host George Stephanapolous, because Stephanapolous did an interview with President Biden that was supposed to air on Friday. So he took aim at Stephanapolous on July 4th, saying this: "The meanest and most vicious interviewer out there is George Stephanopoulos of Fake News ABC. One of the worst and most vile broadcasters in the business. Now ABC and Little George, a tiny, angry man, can make up for their past indiscretions and journalistic failures by doing a real interview with Crooked Joe, not a cut-up promotion with only his few coherent answers released to the public." That's not even the only person in the media he went after. He then said this: "In fact, the home of disgraced reporter Brian Ross, whose reporting on the Russia hoax was so outlandish that ABC, after defending him at levels not seen before, was forced to put him and the reputation out to pasture." And then he issued another post that said, "Let the world know why Joe directed and allowed his Department of Injustice and others to illegally attack his opponent, me. Also, ask why he used all Soros prosecutors and in particular a loser like deranged Jack Smith. The proof is irrefutable. Crooked Joe is a coward. MAGA 2024. I love how in the attack on George Stephanopoulos, and I gotta say, I did laugh at Slopadopoulos. I had kind of skimmed over it when I was highlighting it and didn't pay attention to the fact that that's what he said. So it caught me off guard and it was a little funny. Not name calling, of course, but because I didn't see it, that's why I laughed. Anywho, you're calling him a vile and angry man. Really? Did George Stephanopoulos spend this past holiday or any of the other past holidays on social media attacking everything and anything that he doesn't like? No. Did Jack Smith do that? Nope. Did Kamala Harris do it? Mm-mm. President Biden? Not a chance. The only vile, angry little man here is you, Donald. You could have spent the day out by the pool. Hell, you could have gone to the golf course, man. Instead, you're airing your grievances like it's Festivus on these holidays. Why are you such a miserable person? There is literally no joy in Donald Trump's life. And because he doesn't experience joy, he wants everybody else to suffer and be just as miserable as he is. Why can you MAGA fanatics not see that? This is a sad, pathetic, vile, and angry little man with such a little ego. I mean, a giant ego, but it's so fragile that this is how he spends his free time. Grow the F up. Go have some fun in your life for once. Or continue doing what you do and just throw temper tantrums like a 3-year-old on social media. Hey everybody, I don't know if you've noticed this, but we are closing in on a pretty major milestone here at Fair and Balanced as we approach 500,000 subscribers. But we're not there yet, and we definitely need your support. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel, and don't forget, like and comment on the videos and share them as widely as possible.